All right, let's do one more example and finish out our notes. So, number 3, I've got y equals negative x squared plus 2x minus 1. And I need to find the axis of symmetry, vertex, 2 points, and then graph it. So, the axis of symmetry, remember, it's this formula. X is equal to negative b over 2a. And remember, whenever you have an x equals line, that's your vertical line. So let's label our spots. Our a here is a negative 1. The b is this 2. And then the c is this negative 1. So when I just plug in my values, I get the negative of b, which is 2, over 2 times a, which is negative 1. When I start to simplify that, negative 1 times 2 is negative 2. 2 times negative 1 is also negative 2. Negative divided by negative is a positive. It becomes positive 1. So our line is at x equals 1. We can go ahead and draw our axis of symmetry at x equals 1. Boom, 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 boom. All it is that line right there. Now, to get our vertex, we've got to plug this in and figure out what y is. So we've got y equals negative x squared plus 2x minus 1. And we're just plugging in 1 for every x. So equals negative parentheses 1 squared plus 2 parentheses 1 minus 1. And when I do all the calculations there, I get negative 1 plus 2 minus 1, which comes out to just 0. So our vertex has our axis of symmetry 1, comma, and then this point for y, 0. So find 1, 0, and put a dot. There is our vertex. Let's label our axis of symmetry. So here's our vertex. And now we just need to graph a few points. So make an XY table and then put your vertex in the middle. Our vertex was at 1, 0. 1, 0. So let's pick an x value to the left of 1. How about 0? And an x value to the right of 1. How about 2? And we're just going to plug those values in here. So it's going to be 0 squared plus 2 times 0 minus 1. And for the 2, it'll be 2 squared plus 2 times 2 minus 1. Sorry, that's a negative of that. So that's 0 plus 0 minus 1, which will give me a negative 1. And then for the bottom one, I'm just going to plug it in the calculator. So I've got negative, parentheses, 2 squared, close parentheses. Or sorry, I put that squared a little early. Let's take that out and square that. Plus 2 parentheses 2 minus 1. When we push enter, we also get negative 1. So it's at 0, negative 1, and 2, negative 1. So this time our parabola opens up downward. So just as a general hint, if you have a negative a, your parabola is going to be that upside down U. If you have a positive a, it's going to be like a regular U. All right. That is it for the notes. I'm going to pause the video just for 1 second and then show you the assignment and go over it real quick. Alright, so this is the homework assignment. It says graphing quadratic functions, 8-1. Here's what you're going to do. Find the axis of symmetry, the vertex, and then sketch a graph with at least 2 points other than the vertex. So, the axis of symmetry, remember, what you're going to do is use your formula negative b over 2a. That'll give you your axis of symmetry. For your vertex, you plug in whatever that x is to get your y, and then 2 points. After you get your vertex, select an x value that's to the left, and then an x value that's to the right. That'll show where your curve is. All right. There's 6 problems like that, and then problems 7 and 8. If you want to try that, those will be bonus. Okay. Those should be review. So do the first 6, and good luck, guys.